All right, folks, welcome back to the Daily Question. This is your guide to greatness, Troy I. Hoffman, where we help you find, follow, and finish your course of destiny by asking and answering simple questions that bring profound change to your life. We're diving in wholeheartedly today on this one. This is the deep one. It says this, ready? I am going through a breakup and my life is turned upside down. I am binge drinking and about to lose my job. I'm afraid I am losing everything in life over this girl. What can I do? So this is tough, man, guys, because, man, matters of the heart, we just like what we like. No one knows why this happens. Like the scientists, I've worked with some of the best scientists in the country, some of the top neurologists, some of the top relationship experts, some of the top longevity experts, and who have just studied immense amount of books, written tons of books on this subject. The funny thing is we don't know why things work and why things don't in the end. And like the reality of it, right? And we put so much meaning sometimes on losing this other person, though. So the first question I have for you is this. Like, what is worth it about you to live your life and keep going? Number one, the best thing that we possibly can do is become great in ourselves, the best version of ourselves we possibly can be. And I think that's where happiness starts is, one, is becoming the best version of us. Two, controlling what we can control about our lives. Like these are the basic foundation. Forget worrying about the breakup right now. Forget about worrying about the relationship issues. Forget about worrying about other areas in your life. It always comes back into who we believe ourselves to be and what we are happy about, the results we're getting in our lives, and who we are as people. Like if we're happy about who we are, if we're happy about the results we're getting in our life, so if the way we see ourselves is in a positive light, like these are foundational principles that everything else grows from. Like we have to really understand that we are wonderfully and uniquely made, that we are special. Each and every single one of us is special. We are special humans. We are dynamic humans. We are all of our fingerprints are different. There's a reason for that. Like there's a reason every single one of us have different fingerprints because we are unique, because we are special, because we can have a different impact on this world in so many different ways, just being who we are and accepting and loving ourselves where we are at. And the question is, what are you taking in control of in your life first? Like to help discover your own happiness. How are you releasing the negative self-talk right now? How are you releasing the negative where you talk down to yourself? The only reason I know all this is I've lived it. I speak bad about myself. So I say negative things about myself even. I'll be like, oh, my body looks gross. I look like I gained a lot of weight. And I create all this negative self-talk. I'm like, no, stop it. It's not adding value. It's not saying, well, thank you, body, for keeping me alive, or thank you, body, for moving me forward. And I create this negative self-talk. And I do this in business. I do this in relationships. I do this with my body. I'm like, no. This is not a positive thing. I'm becoming negative from it. Well, that's not helping the situation. So the question is, where are some basics you can start making you positive? Is when I start working out every day, I'm like, oh, I'm feeling better. I'm going for a walk. I'm shifting my movement. I'm shifting my body. I'm creating positive energy. I'm creating energy by going for walks, by listening to tapes that are super positive, or speeches or something to change what's going in my mind when I'm dieting on in my mind, right? If I'm going to alcohol and going, woe is me, this girl that I like broke up with me, I'm going to go and become even more depressed. But if I start listening to motivational videos, I start listening to speakers that are inspiring, I start going for walks, I'm going to work out, I'm going paddleboarding, surfing, go find some type of sport, I'm swimming in a pool, I'm going to ride my bike, like I'm going skateboarding, I'm going to do something that's fun, I'm going to do MMA fighting and train in boxing, or doing something where it's physical. Like I know that's shifting my state. Motion creates emotion. Catch this. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. Catch this. Motion creates emotion. And when I start moving, I'm changing the way my thoughts are. I'm listening to positive things. I'm getting away from the negative self-talk. All that self-talks, go away, self-talk. I don't need the negative thoughts. You got to tell those thoughts to go away. And I'm moving. I'm going for walks. I'm going surfing. I'm going skateboarding. I'm riding a bike. I'm going for listening to tapes, listening to books on tape. I'm doing whatever it takes to change the way I think. I'm not listening to depressing breakup music. I'm listening to positive songs that lift me up. Like it could be whatever it is. Like that's positive for you that you want to listen to. I was just playing a little TI before I got on this podcast tonight. Like play the things that motivate the heck out of you. Like the songs that inspire you to keep going. And now you're shifting what thoughts you're putting in your head and what thoughts you're dwelling on. You're shifting in your posture, the way you hold yourself, the motion. Like your shoulders aren't slouched. You're not putting yourself in a depressed state anymore. You're pulling your shoulders back. You're smiling. You're not going frowning. You're saying no to that alcohol. You're saying no to getting drunk. You're saying, no, I don't need that sedation in my life. And you've got to do it. You've got to will yourself to do positive things for yourself, because the only person that really can help you is you right now. Like that's it. You've got to help you. You've got to change the way you're thinking about. You've got to change the way you're sitting. You've got to change the way you're breathing. Instead of breathing like really depressed and, oh, my life sucks and this is so terrible. F that. Like get up, go for a walk, breathe with intention, think with intention, walk with intention, start getting around people that are positive, because you can change your life, and start taking control of the things you can. Your thoughts, your actions, your movements. You can't control the other person. And I know by doing this, because I've done it so many times, that I promise you this, you will get through this breakup. I promise you. Your heart will heal. Time heals all, and it really does. And though it sucks, and though it's terrible, there's a gift in it for you. There's a gift every relationship will teach you. And if you look for that gift, and you listen for that gift, you will grow from it, and you will become the person that you are destined to become. And I ask you this question: what is the gift, and what is the learning lesson you are learning from this past relationship? Folks, thank you for listening to the Daily Question. This is Troy I. Hoffman, your guide to greatness, telling you to now go and live your destiny.